guys, today we're going to talk about positive singles. So if you don't know nothing about positive singles, then chances are you're not on the site at all, or you don't have herpes or STI of any sort. That's okay. You ain't got to be on that side of the fence if you're not on that side of the fence. But I told you guys that I was going to join PS, that's what many people call it in the herpes community, for you guys. Like, at the end of the day, I'm open to dating at this moment, but it's just not a focus right now. I got other stuff I'm focusing on. But I told you guys that I was going to join PS for you guys, positive singles for you guys. So last night I joined positive singles. So I did create like a little video that I got it on TikTok right now, but I got to bring it over here. But I'm going to pretty much, it's a short whatever, and showing you guys exactly how I joined, what it looks like, things like that. Because so many people are just like, Belize, I don't know, I heard bad things about it. If you're in a herpes community, or any other STI communities, probably HIV community, then you don't heard about it, and you probably heard the bad sides about it, or you don't heard the good sides about it. Hey, love. But I'm a strong believer in dating sites or dating sites. You have to do it for yourself. If you don't do it for yourself, then you don't know what you can get out of it. I can say I know people who have been on positive singles and had bad experiences, and I know people who have been on positive singles and had good experiences, and it led to marriage. And now they're having a baby. Like, I know a couple right now, they literally had a baby shower today, but they've been married, I think, a year or so now. So with that being said, guys, I'm letting you know that it is possible, but that's any dating site. So please don't go in and thinking like, oh, it's going to be horrible because it's a dating site. It may not be. It's really what you make it to be. And anything about dating or the dating pool of this world is what you make it to be. I'm a strong believer in now, after being on dating sites off and on here and there, dating people in public, it's all about what you want and how you approach the situation. I'm a strong believer in make it about yourself until y'all make it about each other. I know that sounds kind of weird, but you got to make sure you're getting what you want out of the situation before y'all really commit to each other, or he can, or she, or they can give you what you're seeking. You got to figure that out by making yourself priority. And I feel like a lot of people go onto PS making herpes a priority, or making HIV or the STI a priority, other than making themselves priority, to realize, okay, we're just people who have something. We're just people who dealing with a virus, dealing with a bacteria, whatever. That's all we are. So let's not make it about that. It's just like, okay, we both dealing with the same thing, but that doesn't mean y'all both are in the same mental space. Y'all have the same values, have the same beliefs, anything. It don't matter. Y'all want the same things at all. So I think we need to really get to a point of just focus on that first, because if you do not focus on that first, then that's where you're gonna mess up, where you're just going in like, I just don't want to disclose, or I don't want to have to go through the rejection piece. You will still get rejected even with the virus. People will literally walk away. They will still ghost you. You will still deal with the same things. I don't know why y'all believe that. I don't know who told y'all that lie. That is a lie from a pit. People reject people all day. So I don't want you to go into this thinking, oh, I'm going to go on this positive single site and I'm not going to be rejected. Chances are, yes, you will, because at the end of the day, a person still have the right to state that you are not aligned with what they're looking for, okay? And I'm not saying it in a mean way, but I'm saying it in a very blunt, in your face, raw fashion. Don't go into this site looking for just full acceptance just because you have a virus, or just because you have herpes, or just because you got HIV, gonorrhea, chlamydia, whatever you may have. Don't go into it looking like that, because if you do, then you are already having your expectations high just for acceptance. And truthfully, that's not what you need to be going in there for. You need to go in there looking for what you're looking for, and also making sure you enjoying the journey of it all. Getting to know people takes time, guys. It takes time. Nobody's gonna tell you stuff up front. Everybody ain't as honest as they make it seem in the beginning. We always put, everybody, I ain't gonna lie, everybody put on a pretty face until you get around them every single day, or talking to them consistently. Then you're starting to see the real. I'm not saying people are not showing you who they are, but you'll get to see the other things that they don't want to show you right up, or things that you see that you just cannot deal with at all. It's just not for you. It is a pet peeve of yours. It's a deal breaker for you, things like that. So I just really want to put that out there for you guys, is that I do not want you guys going to positive singles with the mindset of, oh, it's gonna be easy. That's not the case, y'all. It's gonna be creeps everywhere you go. It's gonna be weirdos wherever you go. It's going to be people who are only gonna look out for you to get whatever they want from you, financially or materialistically. And some people who just want to have sex. Listen, that's wherever you go. Okay. But I signed up for the site. And it was simple. I'll tell you that. It was a very simple site. You were able to sign up fairly easy. You also was able to pick if you wanted to be if you wanted to look for a male, female, or a couple. That was interesting. Or you would sign up of a male, female, or a couple. So I thought that was interesting too. You're able to put in your age bracket, put in your age, put in your county that you live in, which is interesting. So you're able to do that. I don't know how much you'll feel comfortable with doing that, but it's up to you. You also can sign up through your Apple email, or you can sign up for just straight from your Gmail. But I just signed up completely, or Facebook. I signed up just completely through just an email address. When you get in there, they'll just ask you, you know, the age bracket that you're interested in. They'll ask you what STI that you may have, so you'll put that on there as well. And then after that, they'll verify your account. Also, you got to take a selfie. Interesting. You have to take a selfie to confirm it's you. You're able to put up to 5 pictures on there with no problem. I picked 2 pictures of myself and put them on there, and then they ask you to verify your account, and you got to do a selfie to verify you are the person. So that's interesting. I like that in a sense because people be like catfishing like a mug in many aspects. So that's a way to kind of kill the catfish. But I ain't gonna lie, with AI and all this stuff going on these days, I don't know, I'm sure it's a way to get around verification of things these days. But I'm letting you know that it's out there. If you don't feel comfortable with that, at least you know before you kind of sign up for the site. So then you get into the site. As soon as you get into the site, it's going to try to sell you the premium. The premium give you the opportunity to like more people pictures, do more things on the site. It got a lot of features that the premium gives you. So the lowest that the premium I seen was like $89 a month. It goes up to like $100 and some dollars a month. Now I'm not against about paying for a site if that's what you're looking for and that's how you want to go. I'm not against it at all. Some people don't feel comfortable with paying for dating sites, but I feel like, you know, you pay for what you want. If you're really going to be invested, I don't see the reason not to pay for something. But they do have 3 ways to pay for it, and I think it's a monthly thing. I think it was like 3 months, 6 months, and a year that you can pay for the services or something. I think it's 3, 6, not something like that. I can't remember exactly, but you get the option to pay it up like that. I didn't take advantage of that. I didn't want to pay for anything because at the end I'm doing this for you guys. I'm not really pressed at this point for it. So one thing I did like is that they ask you a bunch of questions. So you can ask like, what's your favorite quote? What was your experience to basically find out your status? They'll ask you questions like, what do you like? What's your what values are you looking for? What type of person you're looking for? Things like that. Now this morning I woke up and I had people already like in my DMs, on my inbox, what they call it, a chat, already. And the guys was pretty simple. And I ain't say that in like a disrespectful way, but the guys that came on, they asked me, hey, can you add more pictures? Because a person can ask you, can they ask for more pictures? I'm only gonna put up what I want to put up. And I feel like when people ask me for more pictures, because I did face shots, they want to see your body. My whole thing is, if you're smart like you think you are, then you probably will find me on social media. But you know, that's one thing. But add on, one thing I did like is that they say do not put your real name. So I think that's pretty cool because you don't have to put your real name at all. But as we know, people can still find you if they take your picture and put you in Google, and then they can find you. You know, just being honest. Y'all will be surprised how many people are finding y'all through Google or through your phone or through your email. People can find you through a whole lot of things these days. Google is dangerous if you use it in the wrong way. So that's one thing that you need to know, that you do not have to put your real name. So I did not put my real name on there at all. I didn't really put no information at all. I kept it really simple in my bio. I put it real simple what I'm looking for, because I'm a strong believer in, like, yeah, you can put all that stuff. Like I said, I've been on a lot of dating sites. You can put a lot of that stuff. Some people ain't gonna read it anyway. And I'm a strong believer, just talk to people long enough and you'll figure that out. Sometimes one conversation is all you need. If you ask the right questions, you can get your answers faster. I'm being honest. Like, you know, y'all can talk and just be brief, but if you want to get to the point, go ahead and get to asking some questions. And it ain't got to be no heavy questions, but if you ask the question right enough for yourself to get the clarity, then you find that's something I have learned over time. It's like, stop asking questions to hear the answer. Ask the questions for you to get the answer. And when I say you get the answer of the what you're looking for, what you're listening for, what type of confirmation you're trying to receive. Now, I'm not saying to you to manipulate the person. That It's not what I'm saying. All right. I'm not telling you to manipulate nobody. I'm not telling you to lie to nobody. I am telling you to ask the question in the way that as clear as possible for you to get an answer. Okay. And if they don't answer you, chances are you need to clear up a little bit more for them to answer you. But also you can understand that you ask that question as clear as possible for you to get the answer or get a answer. And then you judge from there. Because I learned that from the last person I was talking to. When I asked him a certain question a certain way, he was trying to like unsure in what I was saying. He was like, I'm not sure what you're saying. I'm like, cool. So then I learned over time talking to him how to talk to him a certain way to make sure it was clear, and also I can get a clear answer. Okay, because some people just will not understand your lingo. They won't understand your communication style. And some people just don't have your level of comprehension, and I'm not saying that about him at all, but I'm just saying that's just in general. When you're getting to know somebody, everybody comprehension level is different. Dialogue is different, slang is different, language is different. So just make sure you're also communicating clearly, so now you can really get a real answer. But like I said, the site is not bad. I just throw my hands up. I'm sure y'all been thinking like, what Coach Belize got to say about PS? I don't have any issues with it. I joined the site long time ago. I'm 15 years into the status. So a long time ago when it did not look like this. So this site has evolved a whole lot. But I never just seen the need to be on the site. I did not want to do that to myself, feeling like I was capping myself in. I kind of just ran full out and just say, okay, whatever rejection I deal with, whatever feelings I deal with, whatever I deal with, if I need to disclose, I want to disclose. I wanted to learn how to disclose with no problem, without feeling like, oh my God, you know, it's the end of the world for myself. So I kind of challenged myself to kind of do the hard thing and not kind of go the opposite route. And not saying it's anything wrong with you want to do that, but you do want to ask yourself, am I just trying to get on the site because I don't want to do that thing? I don't know how to, so I don't want to learn to, or I'm just too scared to do it. I feel like at the end that you need to. Because even on the site, you need to have a conversation about their status. Figure out where they head at. Some people are very much in the beginning of their status. They can have it for years and still be in the beginning of feeling low, feeling defeated, feeling rejected, feeling unloved. And you don't want to be with somebody who's still kind of stuck there and you're not there. And you surely don't want to be with both of y'all at the same spot. And I mean, y'all literally, how y'all want to move forward? Both of y'all are stuck, you know? So I really want you guys to take that in consideration, that you're not just jumping on the site to avoid. Okay, don't be avoided. Okay, it's not healthy. Don't be a fearful avoidance at all, or dismissive avoidant in no way. You really want to take the time to look within yourself and making sure you're in a good space. And this is just something you want to do. You want to give yourself the option. But please, I tell each and every one of you guys, you need to at least disclose to somebody you're interested at least once or twice. Okay, because you'll start to realize it's not as bad as you're making it seem. All right, it's uncomfortable because you just simply don't know how. That's it. Majority of the time, it's just you don't know how. You're kind of scared of the results of it all. But I feel like if you go in it not looking for a yes all the time and just looking to tell that person and giving them a choice, then it kind of take the pressure off yourself trying to get what you want. Okay, in a sense, because most of the time you're disclosing hoping that they choose you. It's nothing wrong with wanting to be chosen. Okay, everybody's like, pick me. Like, I don't feel negative about that at all. I feel like it's nothing wrong with wanting to be in a relationship with somebody and they choose you and y'all move forward in a committed relationship or whatever y'all relationship style is. But at the end of the day, if that's all you're looking for, you're not giving them an opportunity to process what you're going through, process the situation, also determine if it's best for them, and also for y'all to have a partnership for real, because this is the first difficult thing y'all going to go through in the beginning before y'all even get to anything else, of how y'all learn how to communicate with each other, how y'all work through conflict, how y'all deal with uncomfortable and hard conversations. This is y'all first time doing it, and this will also show you a lot about the person on how y'all can navigate and learn about each other. And I feel like some of us, including me, I did it in the beginning where I took that for granted. I really took for granted that I was telling somebody and having a hard conversation with somebody in the beginning, and it probably would have told me right then I should have ran. Okay, it should have told me right then that this ain't gonna work. Okay, and even with the person that may accept you outside of having a status, or even having a status, when you have these conversations, you will start to realize conflict resolutions is not what a lot of people have. Okay, just to being honest, some people are very avoidant. Some people are very passive. Some people are a little too direct for you, depending on your on what you can handle. Some people are just very much rude, okay, and disrespectful in language. So you do want to take that in consideration when you do have these disclosing moments or these conversation moments with somebody about your status, is that you're listening, okay? You're listening, like for real listening. Like listen to what they're saying. Listen to the choice of words they're using. Hold on. My bad. You want to really saying, don't be so caught up in the emotion piece, but stay very logical so you can hear what they're saying, because you're going to hear a whole lot of what you need to hear. A lot of us project. I think that is something we all do by default. So you really want to listen to them when they'll say, well, I don't know if I can deal with it. This too much for me. I can't handle this. And you start to realize, like, hold on, wait. Sound like you got more going on in your life than what I got going on in my life. And I don't know if I can deal with that anyway, because clearly you're putting it on me like I just gave it to you. Like, bro, I just disclosed. Like, why are you so hot strong? Breathe. I ain't even did that with you. Especially if you know you haven't been sexually active with that person. You ain't did nothing with that person. They be very much on a high alert. I'm like, bro, breathe. Like, listen, we ain't even did nothing. You ain't no way that you could have got this. Why are you so tripping? And you can hear it in people words and language and body language. And nonverbal cues that you can realize that some people are just, it's not going to work. Even if you got a person who state that, hey, I accept you, but then they get ghost on you or they get quiet. It says a lot other than telling you, like, listen, this is a lot for me. And a lot, and I'll say this, when a person say a lot, it's a lot of lack of communication or lack of understanding. Not communication, lack of understanding of the situation. That I realize when I hear people say it's a lot. Most of the time it's lack of understanding on what's going on, why they got this going on with them, why this person got this, and I like this person, but dang, they got a lot going on. I don't think I can deal with that. That's what I hear when a person say a lot. They feel like what you got going on is too much for them. Okay, it's too much. It's not what they looking for. You don't align with what they can handle at that moment. Which that's not that bad. It's nothing wrong with that. Okay, like it's about to rain, y'all. There's nothing wrong with that. But you gotta listen. Okay, ladies, I'm listening to us. This is us. This is on us. Okay, men listen. We act like they don't. They do. Us. We need to listen to what they're telling us because they're saying the same thing. Most men say the same type of words, and all those words have similar meanings. Okay. Now every man is different, but majority of those words are very similar in meaning. Okay. I learned that talking to some of my homeboys. He like, oh, he meant this. That's what that meant. And I'm sure y'all have been on TikTok. And the guy was like, if a dude say this, it's all the same majority of the time. Like the men say, we're very simple creatures. They are very simple. I'm not lying. They are very simple. But ladies, we have to listen and not to. We need to be logical when we having these conversations with them. Okay, and listen to what they saying because you can make a decision for them. Because they be making a decision. It's just you got to make a decision with, right along with them to say, okay, based off what I'm hearing, and recall and say, based off what I'm hearing this. Use their words, this, and this. Okay, that to based off what I'm hearing, it seems like this is not something you can handle. And say, is that what I'm hearing? And like, yeah, bro, I can't deal. Yeah, bro, you right. Nah, man, I can't. Not right now. Got you. All right. So just putting that out there, just some little things I have learned over time. I think we know some of this stuff, but sometimes we don't hone in on it when we're talking to somebody because we're in our emotions. Guys get in our emotions too. I'm not gonna act like men are not emotional, but I can only speak for women. I can only speak from a woman's standpoint, and something that I see that a lot of us do a lot is that we kind of lead with our emotions more than we lead with our logic, and we got to get better with that because oh, ladies, we could be very logical. We could be very logical. But when it comes to romance, it seems like over time we have been trained to be more emotional than logical. And we need to be logical to protect ourselves. We need to be logical to know when a person is not interested, when a person feel like you're doing too much or you're too much for them or you're just not a good fit for them. And we make the best decisions to walk away. Okay, so my take is POS is not that bad. Positive single is not that bad. Jump on there. I am going to put that video player, kind of like doing a like talk over it, a voice over it, and also give y'all an update on what it is. I'm really chances are me answering anybody is probably slim. It's very slim that I answer anybody because, like I said, I got my other stuff going on, so it's not a priority for me. Um, but I kind of just want to get on there so y'all can kind of hear what I see on the back end. Oh, another thing that was pretty cool, they got a chat room. So you can go in there and y'all do like a whole like open group chat thing and just talk to people. I love chat rooms. Chat rooms is like how I met a lot of my first boyfriend's interesting. My first boyfriend came from chat line years ago when I was like 15. And he was just a sweetie pie. I don't know how much y'all want to do a chat room now, but at the end of the day, it's just a way just for you to be in a general space talking to people if you're into that. So that's all's on there. I think they also have other little like mini groups, which I have not found on the page, but I have a friend of mine who have been on the page, and they got chat rooms that's like if you're looking for like situationships, if you're looking for serious relationships, like they got different rooms to go in, which I have not found that part yet. So, but my friend told me about it. So that's POS for you guys. That's positive singles for you guys. Give it a try. I will put the link below so y'all be able to find it with ease. And just let me know what y'all think. Please, y'all, go below at the end of this and tell me what your experience is. Good, bad, indifferent. It don't matter. Just share. Okay. I just want to say, whoever read the comments, don't make your decision based off what you read. Go see for yourself. Have your own experience. Be mindful of what you heard, but don't allow that to dictate your experience because that may not be your experience at all. All right, y'all. So I love y'all and I'll talk to y'all soon.